Alright everyone, we are live on both Twitch and YouTube with Outward 2. Now I played a fair amount of Outward 1, though I never actually completed the storyline fully. I did play a good bit of it, and I played it multiplayer with my wife, because she and I both played it. Learned about it from some friends of ours back a couple years ago now. But they just dropped the playtest for Outward 2, so I was like, well, let's give it a shot, see what it's like. Because I very much enjoyed the first game. And my understanding is they've changed a few things. So we're going to work our way through character creation here and see what we see. Alright, so we have normal game mode and hard, which is not available, so we'll just do normal. Alright, then we have starting locations, which is Simone's Bastion, which is not available. Trampatine, I'm not sure how you say that, is harsh and it's weather nestled in the Guild Mountains, also not available. And then we have Haboob. Haboob. Anyways, this is the only one that's available for the playtest. And one of the things I've noticed that was not in the first game is they actually have like ability scores down here based on your starting location. Like this one you get plus willpower but minus constitution. This one you get plus strength minus intelligence. And then down here you get plus agility minus strength. Which I guess that's what we're going to go with since that's our only option right now. And here we get we can be a thug, which gives us +2 strength. Survive difficult childhood, you have to learn the value of intimidating presidents and the wilderness. Your back threats up with violence. Back up your threats with violence. Got it. Shipwreck survivor. Not long ago, you lost everything in an accident at sea. Only your prodigious stamina saved you from drowning. You still carry the cracked traditional mask. Dear Kazakh friend lost to that tragedy. That gives us plus con. The other one gives us plus strength. The Kaburian refugee. Your kin were among the last people driven from Cameroon as war against the Scourge ended. The have left of your childhood is wrapped up in your old paper backpack. Gives us agility. Background, Aberdeen. Your distant cousin of a truly old bloodline. Sadly, the blood of the Aberdeen family isn't worth very much out here. Yet, you still have your wits, and one last favorite call-in, some willpower. Interesting. I'm curious what these stats do for us. Staborian, which, if I remember correctly, this is a reference to the first game. There was an expansion that came out for the first game, where you went and worked, I think, on the town that became, or that was built in the lands of Sabor. If I remember correctly. Could be mixing that up. It's been a while since I played the first game. Well, you left the glorious city of Harmeta with money in your pocket and your head held high. Well, your dreams for the future haven't come true. Time to put the last few coins to good use. We get plus intelligence for that. Interesting. Traveler. You've traveled far in your youth. You still have the old maps in your satchel. You know how dangerous the world is inside the walls, but you also believe it's full of wonder. I like that one. Agility plus con, though, which is nice. Okay. Warrior's Air. The blood of warriors flows through your veins. Their last moment of glory was a long time. Your sword and shield still have a taste of more rust than blood. Strength and agility is not a bad combo. Illet Worshipper, as if I remember, Illet was like one of the religions in like one of the towns in the first game, but I'm not sure. You find strength in the 3 pillars of the god of discipline. First, help those weaker than you. Second, be disciplined and on you. Third, you can always become better. I like the willpower plus constitution. I kind of like the sound of this one. Galaxy Worshipper. No matter the hardships you face, you keep the goddess of progress in your thoughts and drive yourself to think as she does. Bold new ideas and progress for the dearest values in her heart. Willpower and intelligence. Ooh, probably good if you're doing a caster build. Lone Wolf. In your life, you felt distant from everyone you've met. Your patience for other people has only dwindled. You strive to look after yourself first and foremost, trusting no one unless you have very good reason to. Strength and intelligence. Interesting. And a deadbeat. Whether through bad luck, terrible decisions, or some other failing, your life has always been a string of misery, and you wonder daily if you'll ever beat those odds and catch a lucky break. And you just get -2 to everything. Oof. Oof. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go like caster, want to go warrior. I might do caster, because I didn't do much casting in my Outward 1 playthroughs. I tended towards into traps. It's willpower and con might be nice, because that'd give us a little bit of willpower and a bit of con, which if we follow standard game logic, that would give us, like, strength of magic, not necessarily amount of magic, and then extra hit points, which I always like being a bit tanking, but, I'm kind of torn between these two. Let's do the willpower and con. Let's do that. Alright, so then we do chemist. Smell of herbs in the War of Alchemy kit always fascinated you. Okay. Brute, into the day. You believe your strength is what matters. Crafty. Agility +1, strength -1. Tinkering and tidbits to make something new never fails to brighten your eyes. Okay. Cowardly. Bookworm. Oh, you'd rather go a day without food than a day without a good book. Fleet-footed. Intense. The physical limit, you won't push yourself past to reach your goal, no matter how trivial. Hoarder. Gourmet. Oaf. Steadfast. Okay, interesting. So willpower is... Let's take chemist, as much as I hate to lose that con. And... I think I might take crafty. We'll do crafty chemist. Alright. See how this goes. Sealed far away for generations and only recently reopened, the city beneath the world teems with magical secrets and ancient mysteries waiting to be unearthed. For you, a simple clerk, it might be a quiet place to settle down and make life in your newly acquired home. Even as a child, you found strength in 3 pillars that got discipline. Okay. Smell of herbs, tinkering. Just kind of our stuff. So normal, no permanent death, agility +1. Willpower and Constitution +1 each, intelligence. So we're basically at +2 agility, -2 strength, and then +1 willpower and +1 intelligence. And that's rough. Zeroed out on the agility, or the Constitution. Alright, so now we get to edit our character. Do male. Let's see here. There's a lot of different variations here. Kind of like the slightly broad shoulders to that one. Skin colors, like how tan and stuff we want to be. Alright. Skin texture. Oh, kind of like that one. Alright, skin details. Body hairs. There's a lot of detail to this. Burns. Dots. Huh. I'll go standard hairy. Yeah. Alright. Skin details too. Okay, so we can get an extra one. To base. There we go. Eyes. Yeah, I'll just leave those right there. My color. Go with that green there. Red eye color, yep, just leave that same. Those. Yep. Ooh, his lips. There we go. Looks not bad. Texture. The default there. Alright. Not gonna add any details really, I don't think. Nope. Alright, hair. Gotta get a good haircut for this fellow here. Leave the hair add-ons off. Color. Yeah, I kind of like that. There we go. I'm gonna note the same thing that someone else noted. You can't have, like, the full beard, but no mustache. Like, that's kind of weird to me. The closest we've got's like that. I guess we'll go with that. There we go. And we'll do one. There we go. Alright. Yes. General efficiency. Gotta get the hair just right. Unfortunately, we can't go with my stereotypical, like, Nanook of the North grizzled look that I like. Alright. There we go. Yeah, general efficiency, you ever played Outward? Or any, like, Outward 1? This is Outward 2, obviously. You ever played Outward 1? Paste, resume.
The city under the world, hidden and lost in the aftermath of the Scourge, felt more like a concept than a reality. If someone had told me 60 years ago that I would call Haboob my home, I would have raised an eyebrow. For over a century, the birthplace of the Cabal of Wind was closed off. So, when the path to Belogale was cleared, I couldn't resist its invitation. I needed a new beginning, a separation from two turbulent lives in a row. But turbulence awaits here, just like anywhere else.
Alright. Get a little bit of story.
Most yearn for nothing more than tranquility. Work hard, buy a home, stay within the walls. Let the curious cats venture outside. But curiosity can be kindled when you get a taste of danger.
Start off in the game. These lovely purple robes here. Oof. Sensitivity on it. Use. What are we using? Oh, we have a crafting bench. Okay, so we know how to make jerky. Alright. Plank shield. A shiv. There's a cat outside my front door and it won't leave. I've had that happen to me too. Club. Makeshift arrow. Burlap sack. Okay. Scrap tent. Fire kit. Alright. Cooking. Okay. Interesting. Quick slots. Okay. Character. On. So survival, hunger, okay. Bad stats. Sounds like you've probably got... So that sounds like you've got one of those cats that likes, go visit people. You got a fire rag scroll recipe there. Because there's lots of neighborhoods and cats and all that like to go out and check people. And, you know, visit the neighbors and stuff. Sounds like you got one of those. Being friendly, checking on things. I feel like I need to adjust some settings here. Hold on, give me a second. Alright. Let's see here. I just feel like I need to turn my sensitivity down just to here. There we go. That's a little bit better. What do we have over here? This is like the grill where we can make food. Mule feed. Starfruit jam and mushroom broth. Okay. We have here some tea. I guess I found something here. I don't have my inventory. Okay, I. So we found instructions for a crafting recipe, fire rag. Use. So we learned to make a fire rag. Splint. That'd be good to know. Fruit bread. Oh, we got a map. Let's use the map. So this is where we're at. This is the city of Habub. What's that? What is this? Okay, it doesn't tell me what that is. Alright. Oh, we've got some more... Got some sauce or something? What is that? Oh, it's sugar. Sakura. Sweet rock. Or, yeah, it's a sweet rock sugar. Okay. Got some silver. Got a water skin with some clean water in it. Antidote. Bittersweet tea. Restores burnt stamina and purges simple infections. Okay, so they're keeping that same sort of food system we had in the first one. What do we have here? We got something here. What is that? Keep trying to use tab to open my inventory here. It was this. Crunchy shell bread. Envelopes sweet wiggle pod within. Causes wild dreams of eating before bedtime. Okay. Here we got burlap sack. Let's equip that. And there we go. We got some bolt varnish that infuses a weapon with significant lightning energy. We got an alchemy kit. Nice. And a tripwire trap. Let's learn that. We got some iron, some linen, slashing mechanisms for traps, and some wood. We started off with some trap equipment. Interesting. Okay, so we do know how to make a tripwire. Yeah, we could make a tripwire. You mean the jump scare mod that you posted to the server thing? Yeah, I saw that. We got some coalesced mana. What's this thing? Instructions for crafting a weeping pearl sword. Coalesced mana. Powerful alchemical ingredient. Anything around in here? Oh. Did everything. Yeah, I'd like to see your wares. Yeah, let's see here. What's this guy got? So he's got a handsaw. Training sword. Chisel. Oh, interesting. I see the mod you just posted. The full airships mod. So I knew there was an airship mod for a while. Yeah, it's a giant. So there's a species of giant in the game. They were in the first game, and you could go to their city and talk to them. 12 hour pure gold, worth 100 silver. Okay, so this is the whole condense your coinage thing. Trying to think of what I want to do here. Well, I don't want to sell any of my equipment. Let's go back to our house, because I know we're supposed to talk to this guy at the front door. This is Sebastian. Sebastian, congratulations in order. Owning a house in Haboob is quite the feat. Let's see here. How long have you lived here? 2 years. I was lucky enough to get my hands on it when the city gates opened. I've had a good time here. Lots of moments with the people of Haboob. I'm really going to miss this place. Well, I leave then. I must return to Berg for business to take care of my own mother. For all these years, I can't say it's not bittersweet. It means something to me now. But home's will be Berg. Take good care of it. I'm sure you will. Now, all you need to do is turn it from a house into a home. Thank you for this smooth transition. Of course, so tell me about yourself. I'm curious. Yeah, I will embody we'll do the whole lot worshiper thing. Very noble of you. Everybody needs something, and not all are willing to help a hand out. They haven't paid much attention to the holy mission, but most seem like decent folk. They're doing their best. Zealous. Well, you must be exhausted. You should pay the Chamberlain a visit. Chance to buy a house comes along with paperwork. Okay. If you have some minutes, you join me in the tea shop. You're right. I'm gonna go see the Chamberlain, of course. Things I'll miss, fondness for paperwork. This is not among them. They must be cataloged. At any rate, heading out to the market. It's supposed to be kind of different. Alright, so there we go. So that's the guy who's sold us his house, I guess. Alright. Here's the city. Oh, good. Our house has a front yard of steep cliff. Let's see here. Anything of interest around here? Where is this Chamberlain? It'd be nice if I knew where I was on this map. Alright. So I'm guessing this is our house up here. If that's our house up there... I'm gonna guess we need to work our way around and down somewhere. Let's see here. Although I could also be completely wrong about how to read this map. Who's this person? No one I can talk to. That symbol anywhere on my map? Look at this man. Most impressive sitting down with no chair. There's some polish that they clearly do here. No. Okay, we have rooms, refreshments, like to see wares, okay. This is the guy that's selling, like, you know, it's an RPG, and this is my first time playing it. This is the playtest for it. The original game, you're basically playing a character in the original game in Outward One. Sorry, you were playing a character who was cast out of their home or having to try and keep their home or whatever, because you're basically dealing with society with very strict laws and stuff, and then they end up getting embroiled in a war, and you can help them, like, with the war effort or join other factions, things like that. But it's kind of a tell your own adventure, and it's just about having an adventure. Uh, I don't know what this one's about, other than we're in basically some recently reopened underground area, like a lost city, and this is it's not really a post-apocalyptic setting, but there's been a lot of troubles in the past that humanity's kind of had to survive through, including like weird magical scourges and whatnot. And so, we're exploring one of those ancient cities. They got some instructions here. Baked trout. Seared pearl bird. You kind of want these. Like, let's do that. Let's confirm that trade. Confirm. Yeah. Pleasure doing business. Yeah, alright. Because crafting in this game is a very important thing. At least it always seems to have been. We have... So we can gather some clean water. We can drink some clean water. Let's see here. How much water do we have? Okay, so that fully refilled our thing. Anything back here? We found some jerky. Thank you for the free jerky. And, the salt. I'm taking your salt. It's my salt now. If they're just gonna leave free stuff laying around, I'm gonna take it. Alright. Now, who are you? People hanging out. Okay. And you? Can I talk to you? What do you do? Hard-earned goods. Must word around town. How much? Got explored. Don't. Okay. Must word around town. Scariest thing you encountered? Manicore. Okay. Alright, well. Talk to you later, dude. So it's like the exit over here or something? No? It's just like a statue, I guess. Alright, so that's the exit. What's this guy? Can't talk to that guy. I'm gonna guess the Chamberlain I'm looking for is up this way, I'm guessing. So we got a fountain here. This looks like an official building. Alright. That's an interesting looking outfit that guy had on there. Are you the Chamberlain? Chamberlain? No. Are you the Chamberlain? Who are you? You looking for anything in particular? Just browsing. Yep. Okay, it's hard to make free agents. I was looking for glimmering pearl. You know where to find them? Look for the mounds that rue the great trees. Okay. Alright. So she wants glimmering pearls. What about you, alright? I'd like to see your words. Okay, so this guy actually has stuff to sell. Got a hammer. Fishing harpoon. Aha! Cooking pot kit. Fire rag. Pearl axe. Pearl hatchet. Pole arm. Short bow. Sword. We have the sword recipe. Alright. I don't have any money to buy anything from that guy. So left something here. What is it? It was a recipe for mineral tea. I don't know how I feel about mineral tea. Oh yes, we just take this rock, we boil it into tea. That's how this works, right? So, over here. Anything interesting over here? Some people hanging out. So I have no idea where this Chamberlain I'm supposed to go talk to is. But that's the thing about Outward. It kind of wants you to explore. Like, it's not just going to give you map markers and say, go over there. It wants you to, like, explore, learn. Saw something here. Open. We found a chest. Stuff. This gear is a weapon. Okay. Battered hood. Flint and steel. Nice, yeah, we'll take all that. Go. Go my inventory here. Alright, so we got a hood now. Flint and steel's good. So we can also use this as a block, I guess. It's like a shield. Hold on, what's that? Stats. No. Clean water. Oh, okay. Gives us plus stamina regeneration. Alright. Oh, here's someone here. Looking to trade. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Thing over here we can take. The guy's a bulk trader of some kind. Still not sure where that Chamberlain is. Keep looking, I guess. Alright. So, that was the merchant's area. That looked like the right place. The Chamberlain. Mana no good, no. Okay. Not helpful. Whatever the guy was talking about. What up here? What's this up here? This looks like it might be some sort of official, like, office building. And... guy messing with something. We got a linen cloth and an astral potion. I hope this guy didn't need those. Alright, what about over here? It's Chamberlain over here. Talk to Lazar. I heard somebody came home here today. Yeah, the chance. Settle in? Not yet. Alright, go on. Good on you. Too bad Sebastian didn't let go. Guess you're not complaining too much about that. Alright, so that's the tea shop, I think. What's this? Can't go in there. Nope. Who are you? That's a sword dance trainer. Okay. Anything for your eyes? Okay, so we still have the skill system from the original game. So the way the original game worked is you'd learn skills, and basically certain skills required, you could only learn a certain number of basically master skills. You could learn any of like the basic skills you wanted, but then this middle skill required you to learn, use like a special, basically a special learning point that you only ever get 3 of. And so that kind of determined what your final build would be, was whatever skills you chose to get the ability to master. Should have saved some of my silver. Sword Dancer. So your hand gesture creates a rune, applying a short-lasting status effect that combines with other runes to combine into runic spells. Okay. View a weapon to activate elemental boon. The boon is consumed in the process. Okay. Okay, yeah, I remember this build. Basically, this is a buff build. I'll take the training sword. Now I have a weapon at least. Take the arrow. Wood. The iron. Ooh, we got a bow and some more arrows? Yes, I'll take all of that. Appreciate these people just letting me take all of the weapons out of this training room. Thank you, kind people with weapons. Why is there an arrow there? Instead, training dummy. Miner. Okay. Who are you? Just a guy soaking your feet in the pool. Here, you. I can drink the water here, or we can watch that guy wander around. We got a gabberry recipe and some wine. Oh, we got some berry bushes. Okay, so hold F together. Also got some spice beetles. I can take the shovel. You can tell that I tend to be a bit of a loot goblin in games. Alright, now where's this Chamberlain now that I finished looting, like, this whole... I picked up a recipe, didn't I? Yeah, this is a jam recipe. That. Alright. Maybe the Chamberlain's up here at this kind of official-looking building. One of these has got to be the Chamberlain's office. Are you by chance? You are the Chamberlain. Finally found this guy. I knew someone. Suspect you came grab for the deed. It's on my desk. Feel free to grab it. You can call your own. It's quite something. Perfect occasion to celebrate if you're saying. Cynthia, supposedly returning from the latest expedition. Certainly be Haboob's most exciting week in some time. Many people trying to bid on the house. As always, the first name pulled from the lottery. Black funds, you were the second pick, and the right one it seems. I wish I could offer everyone a chance to have their own home. How often does the house go on sale? Yeah, the first one on sale in a long while. I assume you wait with care. Anything else I need to know about the house? Latent defects, investor wondering. That's as you can. In fact, it used to be part of the old sister network. Huh. Let's see here. So talking about that, the Blue Chamber. So the Blue Chamber was a group from that first game that kind of you get involved with, and they're having a whole like war thing, and their main city is Berg. Let's see here. So basically a group of archaeologists. I kind of research mostly artifacts. Okay, well. Alright. Chamberlain was interesting to talk to. Alright, where's the, I guess I don't actually have to pick up the deed. I guess it's just, I have it, quote unquote. Is there anything just laying around in here? Oh, this is an interesting looking plant life here. You almost feel like that is just a cliff there. Okay. I was like, this looks interesting. That's just a cliff. That's why it looks dark. Nothing in here. Here. Looks like we're getting tired, I think. Understanding this correctly. Yeah, we're tired. Mana regen slightly reduced. We're overburdened as well. We're getting too much crap. Alright, now, the guy said to go meet him at the tea house once he finished getting our whole, like, thing with the Chamberlain sorted out, so let's go do that. See if we can find this guy. Onto the pond over here. Is he over here? Sebastian. Let's see your wares. What you got? Mineral tea. Helps settle stomach. Prevents infections. Let's see here. Restores mana. Nice. Stores a little bit of everything. He doesn't have, like, any crazy stuff. Let's see here. It's 32 hardly qualifies as a weapon. Branch bow. Anything can be a weapon if you try hard enough. Wow. Please. Let's see here. Arrow. I could have sworn I picked up more than 3 arrows. But I guess not. Okay, well. So we can trade some of this. Fills the belly. Not much else. Will I have an extra one of these? Hold on. I do have an extra light, so I can sell that light. I do have some makeshift arrows. Yeah, I did pick up makeshift arrows. Alright, good to know. I assign to a quick slot. Let's do like 2. We're going to assign to a quick slot. You're going to be 1. Main hand. Go. Alright, let's sell some of that stuff now. Yeah, let's see your wares here. Beautiful. Alright, so we can sell this. We can probably sell these. I'm going to keep that. Actually. This is Astral Potion 2. Sweet. Fills the body with mana if one has capacity. Popular alcohol. We'll sell the wine, because I don't know that I have a use for it. Common beetle, warms the belly, used in tea and alchemy. Okay, salt. Yeah, keep that. Yeah, let's just sell those things off. Doesn't quite empty our pockets, but you know, it helps. All right. Well, I don't know where Sebastian wandered off to, so we'll head home. I know that's like kind of the next step of the whole process here as we go back to our house. And then it kind of kicks off the story here. So let's see here. Our house is like over here. Yeah, this is like our house here. Yeah, alright. Use the bed. There we go. And then we sit how long we want to sleep. We'll just sleep till morning. There we go. And this is what sets the story off here. It's always great getting mugged in your own house, right? And then someone else shows up, kills a guy, and hands you the gun, and... Alright. Alright, here we are, back in our... Take that bandage. We'll take that steak. Anything else we can reach in here? Oh, good. They left us our makeshift arrow. We can totally maybe use that to escape. Scourge, what a mess. Oh, look, the Chamberlain came to visit. Oh, good, you're awake. Apologies for the cell, but the circumstances called for measured actions. The guard is dead. Shot. My men found the smoke in your hands and Sebastian's bloody journal and the victims. Please tell me you have an explanation. The gun belongs to Sebastian. He's the one who shot it, planted it on me right before leaving. I woke up to a guard searching through my belongings. Sebastian snuck in and attacked him. Saying the guard was in your house while you slept? Guards don't enter houses unless they have a good reason to. You know, the journal that the man was holding was rather cryptic, but we make out a thing or two. We covered a schedule that lines up pretty much the victim's ships. Sebastian may have been tracking him. However, this is all we could decipher. The rest is still heavily encoded. Even the symposium's head scholar was clueless before the symbols we found in it. There's hope in the situation is decoding the journal and secrets. If you manage to find Sebastian, then perhaps your redemption lies in the folds of his mind. I don't understand. If the journal is Sebastian's, then why am I in this prison? You're in the prison because the murder weapon was in your hands. At the moment, all of evidence points directly to you. Ah, yes, the old guilty until proven innocent. You know the law. Murders to be cast outside the walls. And if the other guards don't take matter into their own hands, if they won't revenge, I don't know if I can even stop them. It may sound harsh, but the truth matter is, without proof of your innocence, I must act on behalf of Haboob and its citizens. Alright. I'll find him and clear my name. You know, he might actually be onto something. We know he left the city. No one's seen him since. But out there, at least you have a shot at catching him. Your exile begins now, friend. As unfair it may seem, some would argue this is better than no chance at all. What happens to my house if I just lose it? For once, I believe this bureaucracy might actually pay to your advantage. I cannot legally place the house up for sale for 18 days. Okay, so we're back into the total timed quest things. In the first game I had this, where you had kind of timers on quests. You had to get them finished within a certain time frame. Otherwise, the story would move on and you'd lose access to things. Matter of fact, in the first game, you were a shipwreck survivor, and the shipwreck was caused by your cousin failing to keep the lighthouse lit. And because he's your family, and you were the richest member of the family that owned a house and stuff, the debt that he couldn't pay off for the Were Guild caused, basically, because they used the Were Guild system in that one, fell to you to finish paying off because he couldn't finish paying it off or whatever. And basically, you have like 10 days to find some way to pay off what your cousin's debt was, or else they'd take your house and sell it, basically, in that game. So it looks like we're dealing with the same thing here. Which means I can return it to you if you exonerate yourself in time. What can you tell me about the journal? Other than what I've already said, not much. I'll be keeping it here, but until we can translate some symbols, it remains useless. Please let me grab some stuff. Unfortunately, it's a crime scene now. Anything that has been seized is evidence is just over there. That's all that will have to be enough. Alright, when can I return? As soon as you find Sebastian or a cipher of some kind for the journal. If not, let's hope that my own investigation leads to new outcomes. Alright. Wish I could do more for you, but lesser border. Here, use the sandstorm gear. It will protect you from outside the city. Careful. You live in my city, even those I must exile. It brings me no joy to do this, trust me. Now go. May the ancestors bless your journey. Great. So we spent all of our money, bought a house, and immediately got framed for murder and thrown out. Isn't that nice? So let's equip our bag. Now, what's in this chest? Oh, we got some stuff in this chest. Let's take all that. Let's put some stuff in our pockets here. So one of the big things about this game is like balancing like your equipment and load and all that. It's in my pockets? I can't. There we go. Those in my pockets too. And flint steel in there. And let's also, can I put that? Okay, so it's either the shield or the lantern. Got it. This thing. 6.5 pounds. That is taking a lot of space. Anything else here? I'm gonna take this ice pick. It's mine now. Send me this way. Can't go through that door. Right. How do I put my sword away? Just one? Okay, yeah, it's just one. Pull it back out. Okay. Got a life potion. Nice. Definitely take that. I'm gonna steal everything out of the dungeon here. Like this lantern. It's my lantern now. Alright, which way do I go? It was not super clear on that, which way to go here. Okay, I can't go in here. Wait. Ink cap mushroom. Huh. That was lootable. Anything else? Alright, well, I guess we're... Nope, here we go. What do we have here? Tattered tunic. How's that compare to our current tunic? So this one gives us 12 magic defense, but it's quiet. Nope, I didn't want to unequip that there. This gives us 20 defense. Yeah, I think that's slightly better. There you go. Last bottle, we'll take that. Another lantern. A torch. And a crowbar. That's actually a bit better than our current weapon, so let's unequip that. We'll equip this. There we go. You got stuff on that there for a second. Can I not move? Am I so over-encumbered I can't move? Is that what's going on here? Yes, that is exactly what's going on here. Okay. No, I can salvage that. Okay, so if I salvage that, okay, that helps. If I salvage this, yeah, that helps. Can I salvage that? Oh, that helped a lot. There we go. Definitely keep this ice pick, though. Be good backup weapon. Piercing damage. Huh, the shovel's also piercing damage. Interesting. Let's put the salt up here. There we go. Now we're no longer encumbered. Pickaxe. Can mine this iron ore. There we go. Alright. Got some more food type stuff here. Alright, bell glow. So we can go down this into the next zone. Alright. Space. So here we are in the next area. I have to admit, this world looks neat. Alright. Where does this take us? We can't go back up that way. Okay. Stuff. Alright, can't go over there. What's this thing? Oh, we can mine a mana stone. We get mana stone. Okay. Are these anything? Alright. Star fruit. Okay. So we'll have just random fruit in a basket there. Yep. We've got whatever that is. Attention. Alright. I'm going for the swing wildly, the tactic. Because I'm not particularly good. The troglodyte. So take this arrow back. He's carrying some tea shrooms. Okay. And oil, wood, and some silver. We'll just take all. Encumbered, though. Guess we got his trident. Okay, let's see here. What can we do here? I'm gonna unequip this. Can I salvage that? I can't. So we'll salvage that. Let's see here. Salvage that. Salvage that. That. trying to decide if I want to use this troglodyte spear. Probably the easiest as far as like carrying stuff around goes, but it does kind of take up my offhand. It's heavy. That's heavy. I can't around so heavy. That's heavy. Hmm. Hmm. Got decent pierce, but this is actually like a better weapon, I think. So let's salvage that. What do I get? Got some wood. Okay. We just need a better backpack, is what this is. Trying to figure out what we're carrying that's so heavy. Okay. It's helped a lot. The journal. Let's put that up there. There we go. Hmm. Alright, well, we at least have low enough weight-wise we can move again. Which is what matters. We just find a merchant to sell off some of this stuff. Or make some stuff. Actually, can we make anything here? Survival. So we could make a shiv. Shield. Some jerky. Torch. Can make a branch. Some, a fire rag. Does that require? Charcoal. Yeah. So if we had an iron sword, some glimmer pearl, and some chitin, we could make this weeping pearl sword. Okay. Well, we don't have those things. We'll just have to get over that. Looks like there might be something sitting over here, or is this just a piece of wood or something here? No, it's just part of this wall. Okay, well, let's go talk to this person. How do I, like, sheath my stuff? That's not right. Settings. Controls. Crafting. Oh, okay, good. Equipment, yep. Pause. Inventory. Open map. Movement. Quick slots. Handle bag, so B is still drop the bag. Lock its middle mouse, crouch, dodge, lock on, sheath. Z. Z is what I was looking for. So we don't really need our weapon out right now. I want to go up and talk to people. Talk to Molly. Yep. Juggles, I've seen that look before. Tell me you're not here by choice. I remember hearing stories of Warrior of the Light, best with limbs of light. I don't know if you heard about the worst Warrior of the Light. Sacrifice yourself for the cause. Sacrifice is one way to put it. In truth, a youthful lack of sense and healthy respect of luck is what... Okay, cool. Saved by that. Turns into the tales you heard. The blessing was, in truth, a desperate measure. The only way to stop the corruption from ravaging my body. Still, fortune favored me. How many souls have found themselves looking into the sky as life drained from their bodies? Even though I have left that life behind me, I still strive to embody the tenets of the holy mission for those who cannot be saved. Tell me, what does it mean to you? It's about following pillars, discipline, and helping people whenever I can. Long feels a strong base, but keeping your mind open is important. Remember that Allah wants us to think for ourselves, not follow blindly. Tell me, what brings you into... I was just exiled from the bottom. Exiled. Mercy, what have you done? I was framed. Murder is no small accusation. Any ways to prove your innocence? The man who set me up recently left the city. I need to find him. Guessing finding him was key to your proving you're blameless. It's Mercy. Here you are, looking for a needle in a haystack. Though you is vast, but few settlements could narrow down the search. Looks like you have a long journey ahead of you if you're truly innocent. I'd be remiss living into your own advices. Looking for, Sebastian guy. Yes, I'm afraid I've not come across him in the Western Road. That being said, I doubt he'd go very far without stopping one of the settlements. With the police activity picking up lately, most people avoid the road when they can. Wrong assume that time is of the essence. Indeed, you really need to get going. Very well, my wandering friend. One last thing before you leave. Take my old tent. It's got some holes and tears, but it'll serve you well enough for now. It's quite easy to get around. Alright, and don't forget to drink water, no matter how much spells you save from dehydration. Anything else I can do to make your situation easier? Thank you. Could use more of your advice, of course. Let's ask about food and water. If you head southwest, Moonshine Path, you'll soon reach a pond. It's a quiet corner, you should be able to forage for mushrooms and gather. It's also popular watering for pearl birds. Catch one. It's like raw meat and dysentery, you'll want to start a fire. Lucky carrying. Thank you for a while. Alright, here we go. Oh god, I am so encumbered. So encumbered. Okay, hold on. Now we're gonna have to sort out our inventory more. What can I do? Well, let's make a couple of tripwires, actually. So we have the stuff, so let's craft. What's this? Bandage. Splint. Oh, they use the same for both. That's interesting. Oh. Alright. Short club. Makeshift arrow. Let's get a couple more of these makeshift arrows. There we go. How's that looking on our inventory here? That's a little bit better. At least let us get moving again. Let's get... Let's just salvage this torch. I don't really need it. Put this wood down here. How's that? Alright, that's even better. So we want to be careful about those big rock critters there. Oh yeah, let's also... We've got a map. Let's use that map. Where's it? Map of Boob. Map of the region. Here we go. Oops. Alright. I'm guessing we're like here? I need to know what these places are. Are these... I think this is the town we just got kicked out of, so we should probably stay away from that. Alright. A lot of critters around here. What is that over there? There's a lot of glowing over there. I think that's just how it draws in stuff. What's this? Okay, so we can harvest wood from there. Now, these weeping pearls are supposedly at the base of some of these large trees. It's what one of the townsfolk were telling me. Let's go to the base of this large tree and see if we can find some. Okay, our character's getting tired. I have to let him take a breather here. Forgot about our stamina bar. And unlike a lot of games, stamina and health and stuff doesn't come back quickly. Not seeing anything at the base of this tree. Do need to find a merchant though. You know, I'm kind of wondering. Alright, so if we go into our map here. So this kind of looks like those. So I'm wondering if these are these purple glowy lights that I'm seeing here. So if I'm therefore somewhere on this red trail. So that makes me think I'm probably like around in here. Somewhere. Because we are facing north. There's a bunch of tree roots, so I think I know where I'm at. Alright. Spooky looking forest over here. Let's see here. Yeah, this is definitely looking like the area I'm at. So I'm like, I'm up in this area here. Glad I got a lantern though. Dark in here. Okay, I think B drops her backpack. Yep, and then B picks it back up. There we go. I wonder how we get magic in this game. So in the first game, you had to go to like this special place and basically sacrifice some of your maximum health permanently to gain the ability to even have mana. I'm wondering if there's something similar in this one. I kind of want to find a town and a merchant. Kind of what I'm looking for. We can harvest wood from this thing. It's interesting. Well, that looks like a building of some sort up ahead. The previous game did not have, like, character stats, so, like, if we go into our inventory, we've got strength and stuff. But we didn't have, like, this in the first game. Okay, so these things have durability. Good to know. This is village. Well, it's definitely a dead guy. Take all that. What was that? Sorry, I jumped scared there a little bit. We got hit with a trap. Into our inventory here. So tattered tunic. We're wearing a tattered tunic, so we can salvage that. What else did we get off that guy? Oil, mushroom ink. Anything else? More of what we already have. We have an empty water skin. Helps build muscles and resist decay. Huh. How are we doing food-wise? Somewhere around here, there's like a place that tells us like how we're doing food-wise. Saw it earlier. Stamina, health. Oh, here it is. Right in the middle. So let's eat something here. We got some bread. We got this thing. Let's use. There we go. So that got us a steak. That filled up our hunger nicely. So we are regenerating some health now. Yeah. Gives us +1 strength. Oh, hold on. That gives us +1 strength and some health regen. So if we go back over to here. Yeah, we're at 9 strength instead of 8 now. So I wonder if instead of like skilling up or leveling up or whatever, if it's just like, you know, temporary buffs. Let's also drink some water here. Go. Stamina. Nice. Stats are all looking good, minus the fact that we're a little tired. Cool. And that's also helping our inventory a little bit. So there was a trap here. I feel like I remember this place from someone's video. Dude, I think there's like bandit up here or something. What's this? That is awful looking, whatever that is. Oh, we got this recipe, arrows, and some white feathers. Not sure what that critter is. Not sure I want to know what that critter is. Alright, let's see this recipe we found. So we got these white feathers, good for crafting. Short bow, use. So what's that short bow? So if we have regular short bow, we could make this fancy short bow, which they need an icon for. Okay. Good to know. That's something I want to fix. Think of these targets. There were arrows in the last one, but no arrows in these. Alright, well, let's continue looking for a settlement that is a proper settlement. Instead of a whatever this is. This looks like we should be able to cook here. The problem with sprinting and using our stamina up is it slowly but surely burns our stamina like, permanently here. Okay. I think those things have ranged attack, so let's try and avoid those. Alright. Wood here. So I want to see what these pearl things are. Where do we get them? What's this? That's a glimmer shell, whatever that is. And this is where you get the glimmering pearls. Okay. That's a glimmering pearl. Going up on one of these weird floaty air squid critters. Jellyfish. We'll leave it alone if we can. Oh, it's like leaving a trail. Look at that. That was a geometric pattern. Great. Got a camp of some kind here. Not seeing anything here at the camp. Except some loot. Let's take that. Life potion. Yeah, we'll take that. Got trowel. Trowel seems useful. Right, let's get to our inventory again. Salvage that real quick. It's 2 pounds, 1 pound. Put that over here. Use this. Alright. And brushes the victim's leg bonus. Oh, that sounds awful. And we are really encumbered. Let's see what we can craft real quick here. Make one more of those. How do we make this jam? Gooseberry jam. Oh, we could make that. We don't have a cooking thing, so that's fair. What's this? Starfruit jam. So if we had another starfruit. Some mushroom. Fishy meat. Oh, gravel beetle plus water. Okay. Mule feed. It's probably. Interesting, the stuff you can... We are so encumbered right now. We gotta... You know, I'm just gonna salvage that. That's the city of Haboob that we've already used. Part of the problem is this tent's kind of heavy. We also got all this wood. This alchemy kit is also not light either. Got some gloves. Could make a campfire kit. Alright, that helped. Oh, hello. Open Prospector's backpack. Oh, yes. Let's take the bag. Alright, so now let's equip the bag. Alright, so now open burlap sack, take all. There we go. Let's put this ice pick in here. There we go. Man, that is so much better weight rest. Okay. And we can actually just take that with us. We'll just take the bag. Add it to our inventory. Oh, there we go. This Prospector's bag. So much better. Wood. Nothing here we care about. We found a pond. Do I still have an empty water jug? Yes, I do. Nope. Alright, so what if I do... Okay, pouch overburden. Did you fill up this one? Clean water. And river water. Perfect. So we actually have some unclean water and we have some clean water. Nice. Alright, let's go see if we can't find this... one of these other settlements here. Keep looking for this Sebastian guy. I hear something. If what I'm hearing is just like wind. What? Alright, so we're at a river though. I think, matter of fact, I think we're here. So let's go back this way. So if we're here, I think we are. So we came over through this. So if we go north here, follow this trail. Yeah, here's the bridge. And then that should bring us up this way. If I'm understanding all this right. What do we have here? We got some more of these berries? Yeah, we'll take some of these berries. So I want to find a place with like a cooking station so I don't have to like set one up. And also a place where we can get rid of some of this stuff. So there's trail. What is... Oh, there's the pearl bird. I recognize those guys. I'm not sure I want to fight the pearl bird. They can be dangerous. They're not like, you know, pushovers per se. Come on, mine. There we go. Some wood. And stones. Alright. Let's get our weapon out. Come on. Yep, got him. Alright. That one wasn't as dangerous as I thought. White feather? Yeah, we'll take all that. There's some rare drops off those things, or at least there used to be in the first game. What is that? Weird little critter. Are you aggressive? No, you're running away from me. Okay. Where are you? What are you, little guy? They're lootable. What do they have? Eggs. Take that. Take that. Okay. Kind of feel bad about that, but food. Alright. Go. Let's get back going this direction, because I think we are right in this area here. So if we go this way, that looks like there's a town or something over there. Which might even be where we're trying to get to. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Gotta keep our eyes out for more loot, especially now that we've got a decent sized backpack. Oh, we got something here. That's more of these crimp nutters, whatever you want to call it. Crimp nut. Alright. Take that. Alright. Okay, so I can just keep gathering wood off those things. Cool. I was curious if it actually knocked down the trees. Let's get over here. Don't want to run too much, because we're going to need our stamina for stuff. Pick up mana stone. Loot corpse. He's got a warm potion. Fills it with fiery flow. So this is like gives you like a fire elemental buff that you can then use for stuff. Iron. Take the money. Yep. Okay. Kind of want that bird. I saw that bird. Where it go? It's over there now. Walks past me, and I'll leave it there. I'm not going to chase it back across the bridge. Okay. This is an interesting looking area. It's very open. Makes me nervous. Interesting rock formations too. Yep, we got some more berries that we'll grab. Go. What is that thing? I don't know what that is I'm looking at. Aggressive, though. But I'll beat it with my crowbar. Eat crowbar. Oh god. It hurts, though. Alright. Let's back off. Get some stamina back. Oh, and he dropped me. Alright, well, we died. Thankfully, death is not forever. Death is actually a way to get new story in this game, like with the original game. Alright. Analyzing scene data. You run blindly towards what seems like hope, then slip and tumble into the dark waters, and you fall into the river, drift, and you ended up basically falling into the river and floating away to sort of safety. Right, so that dropped us here. There's our backpack over there. Which is nice, because, like, one of the things that used to happen in this game is if you got, like, dropped by, like, bandits or whatever, you know, you'd have to go fight your way through the bandit camp and find your stuff. I have no idea where we are now, though. Take that, though. Alright. Let's... that looks like a nope. The weird owl bird thing over there. Alright, let's check our inventory here. How we doing? That's your show durability. Looks like our stuff's still in good repair. We're rested now because we took a nap the hard way. Let's keep going. I mean, at least you don't really lose anything. You just gotta get your stuff back. Either in this case, you just gotta go find your backpack. Or even if it was like the bandits from the old game, you just gotta find your stuff stashed away in one of the chests. Usually not too hard to find. What do we have here? We found some tomatoes. First thing in here that seems like a normal food. So where are we? Big purple tree, large blue flowers. Big purple tree, large blue flowers. Well, there's a purple tree, large blue flowers, so I'm gonna guess we're right here. I'm gonna guess we want to kind of go north. I have no idea how dangerous this area is going to be. Check something real quick, folks. Give me just a moment. Alright, there we go. What's that? Is that another pearl bird? You're like the black pearl bird? There we go. Yeah. That was a black pearl bird. Nice. In the old game, those were kind of rare. And so you kind of farm them because, again, they also had a rare drop, just like the other ones. Alright. So, black pearl bird we can defeat with the crowbar. Okay, so if that's over there, to avoid the weird catbird thing I saw a second ago. Looking for other weird plants that stick out, like this one here a little bit. That's nothing harvestable. Nope, 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 nope. Don't want that. That looks a little out of my pay grade, if I'm honest. I hope everybody's having a good evening. Alright, here we are. It's like is that a fishing spot? Did they add fishing to the game? It's river water. Pick up a sugar thingy. And there's like weird sweet sugar rocks. We'll have to fish. Oh, I don't have the fishing harpoon. It is a fishing thing. I think I can make a fishing harpoon, though. Was it O for crafting? Yes. Branch. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I can't make a fishing harpoon. Well, I don't know the recipe. Dang. What's this over here? Oh, we found some of these tea shrooms. Pouch is overburdened. Oh, you can put in there. Let's put all of our usable stuff in here. There you go. We can throw this bow in here for now. And also let's change this. Let's add that to a quick slot. Make that one main hand. There we go. I'll just leave that be. There we go. Alright. So let's keep moving north here. Looking for lootable items as well as the path to that village that we got close to and then got beaten up by a weird two-armed plant-looking monster. Oh, got some more of these mushrooms. These are good for some of the cooking recipes we have. One of the things I'm curious of, this is where the troglodytes hang out, as evidenced by the troglodyte in front of me. Okay. Oh yeah, you're tough. Okay, he's tough. Ow. And we got beaten by a troglodyte. By the way, this game does not pull its punches, FYI. But neither did the original Outward. Oh, well, not your space. Okay, so someone saved us this time. Figure out who it was. Let's get our bag back. We'll take Gep's drink. What is this? What does Gep's drink do? Gep's drink. A warm and comforting brew that tastes like home. Restores a little bit of everything. Ooh, I want this recipe, whatever that is. Alright. We can use this campfire, though. We don't actually have... what alchemy stuff do we have? Ooh, we can make the slide push. What's that take? Water... finely ground charcoal. Okay. And a gravel beam. Unfortunately, we don't have anything we can cook on the campfire. That's unfortunate. Oh, it's another one of those plant monster thingies. Something. Where are we now? Oh, we're somewhere high up. I feel like we're kind of above where we were. Okay, we got a bridge over there. Tall trees, large mushrooms. I kind of wonder if we're like over in this area, maybe? This is hard to say. I'm not sure. We're gonna need a little more context. Nope. Yep, that was a nope. He can have... I was gonna go loot that corpse, but he can have it. Okay, so we're looking at Purple Tree again. So maybe we're down in this area then. There's something over there. That looks settlement-esque. What am I looking at here? Oh, that startled me again. I walked into a trap of some sort. I hear something. Fragrant herbs. These. Sure what those are. sneak around this guy now? Well, we might be able to get around this guy. Nope. Alright, well, let's just continue on our journey here. Okay, this dead ends. I think that's more of these mushrooms. Well, we set for food if we ever set up a cooking station. Find one. So one of the things in the first game that was fairly common is you'd get, like, a big backpack like this backpack we're using. And then you'd set up, like, camps at various points. In certain places, camps were permanent. In other places, camps were not. But basically, you'd set them up in various places you frequented to get yourself the ability to make whatever you wanted. You set up like an alchemy one, you set up like a cooking one. So we got a lot of troglodytes over that direction. Got some more of these pearl things here. Okay, so we've got big blue mushrooms there. So I think we might be here, actually. I think we're right back down in this area. We're over here. So we're standing at a bridge next to a river. Facing south, so north is that way. Don't want to fight the trogs. Especially two of them. So north is that way. We're standing next to purple tree. I'm not sure which side of the river, because somewhere we're on the river to our right. Let's go over into this and see what this is. Okay, so we've got... So we're on the north side of the bridge. I wonder if we're, like, here. Man, I am so lost where we are right now. So we're clearly around this troglodyte area somewhere. You know... Could be. It could be this. This is. I think this is actually where we're at right here. Yeah. Oh goodness. What are you? You are no. That is what you are. That thing hurt. Okay. We found the red road thing again. These lights again. Gonna show us where we're at here. Okay. Oh. Nope, you're a bandit. Never mind. If I lead you over here, will you fight weird giant woolly bug? Alright, we are out of stamina. Stamina. Okay, well at least we're kind of going back the direction we need to go. Now we just gotta find a way to lose these guys. I don't have time to set up traps for them. Because that was my old tactic in the game, is I'd set up traps and lead people into traps and stuff. Yep. There we go. There's a crossing. gotta work on my blocking. Oh! Got beaten up by a bandit. The fish have gained flight. How have the fish gained flight there, General Efficiency? Stagger through the darkness, half dead. A gentle touch. Hey boy, I think your patient's coming around. Nicely done. Alright. So we got rescued. Again. Ah, but we still have our stuff. There we go. Oh, well, that traveler. If you need medicine, we can spare some. Gets you up and about. Please discover tech. Oh, I need to buy some medicine. You're the one who healed me? Thank you. I brewed the potion. Warrior is the one who actually did the rescue. Carried you here over his shoulder like a sack of barley. No, we've been rescued to town that we've been trying to get to, finally. Perks of being an ash giant. If you want to repay the favor, maybe it'll help us out. Some inspection sometime. Tell me more about your organization. We travel across the lands, all the way to Trampoline, Lacrosse, and our creed is to help all those in medical assistance, regardless of their affliction. Okay? Trying to find our ways off the gates of Narcissus, but it's a tough nut to crack. You befriend Immaculates? Oh, absolutely. Everyone deserves a chance to change, and there's so many out there looking for connections. If we did not believe in second chances, what kind of healers would we be? Oh, I like these people. These people seem great. I hope we can give the example of offering a hand. I agree. Everyone deserves a chance. You know what? Really feels good to hear that for once. I feel like everyone in Aria is all about distrust and misery. Have a little faith now, right? Anyways, don't mean to bore you with my stuff. Thanks for lending me your ear. Alright, very well. I like these people. Let's see if we can talk to Murray. Oh there, human. Your wounds have barely closed. Take it slow. Have you seen a man named Sebastian? I did come across someone like that not too long ago. He was unwell, bloodied. Offered to help, but he turned down my assistance. Oh. Do you know where he was going? I was on the Windchime Road to the south between Nabob and the Citadel, the Cabal of Winds Temple. He was heading down into the jungle. Right into Manticore territory. I tried to warn the fool, but he kept going. Thank you for the information. Of course. Not just me, she's a good healer. It's just we always have extra hands. Unusual, see. Indeed, so it makes our organization what it is. Okay? Humans, Immaculates, and Ash Giants, all working together. You're from the colony in Belgville? Darn? No, I hail from a colony in New Sakura. That's the town from the first game that you built. New Sakura, that's right. You should see it's a small one. The mountains breathe fire. Way out camping with these guys. Some of them sought shelter. Okay. So they're healing the sick here. Got it. Oh, well, these people seem cool. I like these guys. First, they saved me. Second, they brought me to this town, which I wanted. River water. Let's talk to this guy. That's some new fresher and vagrant wandering around in the dark. We've seen a... Funny you should ask. I was expecting to pass through our camp on his way to Scape. Never showed up here. His face here. Doubt he was foolish enough to leave the gates of Carthissus. There are many safe places, and he ain't in one of them. Then you're chasing a dead man. You know him? We weren't a friend or nothing. Broke bread with him a few months back. Said he might need to split in a hurry. Didn't want things to snag. Paid for passage in advance, too. Old tribal favor. Never seen that before. Ain't no use to refuse something like that. Who are you all? We're the true Levantines, people of the Abraster Plain before New Levant stole the land from us. The only ones with the grit needed to survive where no life can thrive, the Wailing Mesa itself. Every time you cross that blasted wasteland, know that it was true Levantines who made it possible. Not the new Levantines in Simon's fashion. their wretched goddess queen, us. Need a place to stay for now. No such thing as a safe place out here. You can follow this road to the Wailing Mesa. If you can pay the toll and have enough rations, the crossing will take you to La Rescape. I also camp here for a while. Find your own food. Alright. Cool. Alright, so we basically got a camp of travelers wandering around. Ooh, what's this? We got a hammer? I'll take that. Fire rag. What's this over here? Wood. Let's take all the wood. It's my wood now. It put it in my... Nope, okay, this is actually just full. Alright, well, let's see what we can cook here. Or we can't cook here. Has the look of a stove, a smith shop, can't do anything with it. It's one of those ink mushrooms? Yeah, but I can't harvest it. Okay. Looks familiar. Alright. So where are we at then? I'm guessing we're up in this area then, finally. There's stuff here. Got another tattered hood. What's this? A fillet recipe. Now we'll take it all. We'll find a merchant or something. Let's learn that recipe. Gotta be someone around here who does some trading. I wonder if I can trade with the doctor lady. She might sell some medicine or something. What about in here? Lantern, table. You got beds. Birds. That looks like something back there. That could just be terrain. Alright. Nothing in there. This has the look of a place. Let's see here. What are you? Are you just a guard? Yeah, you're just like a guard. Just a guard. Got some berries. Take the berries. In there. I got another guard there. Oh, here's one of those ink mushrooms again. This one actually has stuff on it. Yeah, gather ink cap. Got some buckets scattered around where it looks like they were gathering their own ink cap stuff. Got something over here. What's this? This stack stalagmite. Wood. Another guard. I guess the only merchant here is the doctor. Yeah, let's buy some medicine. But we're limited to what we carry. Here we go. She has no money. Got it. Well. Okay then. They have no money, but they have medicine. Unfortunate. How does that compare to our current? This might actually be slightly better than our current. Alright. That sounds like someone working in this shop. Here. This random guard is working in this shop. That's kind of amazing, actually. Alright. Let's go check our inventory here. Okay, so our current weapon is this. Does 19 damage with an impact of 20. 17 damage with an impact of 26. It looks like this might be slightly better. Less damage, but it looks like it'll break their block better. So let's assign to our quick slot. We're going to replace our that, and we'll put that there. It's hovering around in circles. What have you done to the fish, man? Like, fish seem upset with you. No. this away for a moment. There's got to be like a merchant around here somewhere. So just random guard in here. I guess this guard's the guy who does everything right here. Okay, there's some people up there. Let's get there. Alright. Oh, what do we have up here? Got some butterflies. River water. Those really cool looking butterflies, though. Random guards. So this is just the defensive watch. There's like no merchants. That is very saddening. They're looking for a settlement with a merchant, and the answer is they don't have any. Well, actually, let's go back and talk to the guy we were talking to downstairs here. Maybe their camp leader over here actually does some trading. I just missed it in the dialogue or something. As we're gonna have to leave here. Okay. Nope. Alright. Well, so much for that. I mean, at least we can camp here. So, where are we, though? That's what I need to figure out. Okay. So we look kind of southwest-ish. Big, glowy, purpley building in the southwest. So this is on the road to the north. I wonder if we're here. Oh, because we're next to a river. Bunch of trees and forest. We're on like the opposite side of the river. I bet we're right here. I bet this is where we're at, right here. So we need to go east. That's what it looks like. Alright. Let's travel a little bit. Or, well, west, sorry. Good lord. Get my directions mixed up here. Okay. That's a monster. We don't want to go over there. Okay, let's kind of work our way slowly up here. Because we don't want to run into anything unfortunate. Something over there. Berries here. You see that red glow over there? I wonder what that is. By the way, people, if you're interested in this playtest, you can go sign up in Steam. They might let you in, and they also give you an invite. As part of this playtest is to try and test the multiplayer. In fact, I invited my wife to the playtest. We'll probably do some of this together at some point. See how she likes it, because she and I played a lot of the first game together. Alright. See, there's that purple building over there. So, see, there's a bird. Alright. So, I feel like, well, we haven't really gone over any bridges. So maybe I got this wrong. Maybe we're over here. Well, that doesn't make sense either, though. Because we're not seeing any of the red crystal stuff. This is the problem with navigating by, whatchamacallit? Landmark. Alright, let's go down here. See if we can't figure out what this is. Take the back of the building. Grab this ink cap mushroom stuff. Don't know what this is. It's like an abandoned tent here. We got a fishing harpoon. Yes. We can do fishing. And a poison rag. The poison rag's cool because you can apply it to your weapon and now it's poisonous. Take all of that. There we go. Let's do a little bit of inventory management real quick. Put this in here. Put the fishing harpoon in here. That's too much. The fishing harpoon is 5 pounds. Well, there we go. That explains why. Okay. Fishing harpoon was heavy. Okay, so we got another building here. Maybe this will give us another clue where we're at. We got purple tree mushrooms to the north. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together where we're at here. Alright, here we go. Minting camp ahead. Got a sign. Hold on. I didn't want to pick up the sign. Okay. I bought I picked up a whole sign. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like a 2-handed blunt muffin. What have I done? Alright, we're just gonna salvage it. That's a new one. What did you do? Pick up a sign. I can't deploy this here. That's interesting. I can deploy it there, though. Like that. Let's use it. Can I cook anything? I can. Bite a fish. I can cook the fish. Actually, everything we can make using campfires now. Alright, so... Okay, so purple trees, archway. Purple trees, archway. Purple trees, archway. Yeah, we're right here. Okay. So we were... Where did we come from, then? So if we're right here now, that's south of us. So this is south of us here. And we're looking at that. So that's the Levante camp then. Okay, that's where we were. We kind of went the wrong direction, but it's okay. So we at least kind of reoriented here. I'm going to grab this mana stone because I feel like the mana stone is going to be worth some money. Or good for when we actually get magic in some manner. Grab these berries as well. There we go. Alright, now. We want to go north, though. We're gonna head north. What's that over there? That is some sort of critter I don't really want to fight. Oh, there's some fish down there, I think. Are these fish? These are fish. Hello, fish. Now we have a fishing spear. We got a ropeal. Oh, there's something over here. What's this? Spiritual varnish. Okay. So spiritual varnish are for fighting like undead and stuff. Like you find like ghosts and specters or whatever. You want to apply a spiritual varnish. Makes your weapon more effective against. Looks like a bandit. Are you a bandit? No. You're a random wandering guard. Hello, guard. What you doing way out here, man? I don't really want to fight the weird owl critter. Okay, guard's on it. Get him, guard. I should be helping. You know, we will help out. We will help guard fight owl critter. There we go. Missed. There we go. Guard, you okay? So we got this ambusher. Stringy meat. Oh, that is heavy. That is real heavy. I'm not sure how we're going to carry on that. Oh yeah, we are encumbered. Like my arrow back, please. Yep. Arrow acquired. Okay. What can I do with this ambusher wing thing? Okay. Okay. Cancel. Cancel. Okay. Let's get this out. Oh, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Need to get away from that thing for a second. Okay. Also, pretty sure I've got a bad debuff right now. Okay. We've escaped momentarily. Let's go see if we can't get our backpack back real quick. Good lord. I just want my backpack. Oh, the guard did not make it. Oh, take that. And get that. Alright. Inventory. Let's put that in here. Let's equip this. Salvage that. Running, running. Is that not gonna fight you? Come on, let me escape, man. You're not gonna make it. Yep, okay, well. Pretty sure we've also lost our backpack now. That's the problem with dropping your backpack. Makes you better at combat, unless you're over-encumbered. Yeah. Stay with me and look after you. Where am I at? Oh, no. They brought our backpack to us. How nice. E. F. Alright. Use campfire? Cook anything? No. Here. Okay, core stats. Yep. Alright. So, let's see here. Now, let's salvage that. Salvage that. This up here. We're gonna salvage that, just get it out of our inventory. I want to keep this axe, but it's so heavy. Put the bow up here. Some of these arrows. How's that? It'll let us move. Nope, still too much. Let's salvage that. Put that down here. Part of the problem is these things. Let's just drop them, I guess. At least let us move around again. Well. Alright, bird. Oh yeah. And we're doing some work. Alright. Okay, so we're north of the big blue things. There's a camp of some kind over there. Okay, so we're on the south. We're in the south again. So we're looking at some sort of camp in this area somewhere. So where are we at then? Need more landmarks. Purple trees. Is that over? Oh, we're back next to the city we started at. We've been here because we already mined all this. Pretty sure that's like the entrance to the town. I feel bad that guard got killed. He was doing good work, but he just could not fight the ambusher. Those ambushers are super dangerous. I saw someone else playing a little bit of this. They got absolutely wrecked by those things. And then those weird little, like, shell bug critters, also dangerous. Trying to figure out what this red, like... Is that another campfire? Oh yeah, I think that's the campfire I built. Yeah, because here we are. There's that thing like we were talking about, so that's like this. But yeah, we're like right here again. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we're here? Except it's not a bridge. Yeah, it's gotta be this. Yeah. Not quite, though. Yeah. This navigation by landmark is tough. It still feels like we're in this area, though. That's interesting. It shows like there's... So if this is that camp there... Let's go back up here. Because if that is that camp, it looks like there is something on the backside of it, like a cave that you go into. Hold on. I feel like I missed something. So we got a slow walk up the hill here because we're so encumbered. Okay. Alright. Let our stamina come back a little bit. So. We definitely need to avoid... No, those are the passive ones. Okay. Going this way. This looks like a harvestable plant. This is aloe vera, alright. Probably used in medical stuff. See, like, there's the camp. Yeah, before there's one of those rolly things. Which are dangerous. So part of the problem is keep fighting with my backpack on. You don't want to do that in this game. Or even in the first game, if I'm honest. Alright, so we're almost back to this camp over here. I'm pretty sure we've also lost enough time we're probably not getting our house back. Okay, this definitely looks like there should have been more to it. Look, because you can see the fortress there. So let's put our weapon away. See, there's like a fortress up here. So this definitely feels like there should have been more to this camp than what I was seeing. But it was also nighttime, so I could have been missing things. It would not shock me. Alright, so here we are. The other thing that'll help is if we set up our camp in here somewhere. We'll set up like our tent. There's this building. Then it was like showing that there's like a stairwell somewhere back in here that goes into someplace. Alright, well, let's go into our thing here. Let's use this tent. No, that's not normal. There's tent. We use that. Assign to bedroom. Use. Deploy. There we go. That saves us some weight. See? Alright, so here we are here. I wonder if there's like stairs or something inside this building I missed somehow. No? It almost looks like it. I think you should be able to go further back or something. I don't know. See, this is unfortunately one of the guards that got. I wonder if it's... Okay, so not here. Oh, the medical guys left, I think. Yeah, wasn't there, like, the doctors and stuff that are over here? No, the doctors are still here. Okay. Can we go... Somebody or something. Can we go through this? Is this like a back gate? Almost looks like, doesn't it? Alright, so this is that blacksmith shop we found. This is where we put our tent. This is just a little wall. Okay, can't go there. So we're definitely like here. Looks like. Wooden walls. Though, I'm not seeing the waterfall that it's depicting on there. Real problem is lack of merchant, because I can't get rid of stuff that way. From here, looking southwest, you can see this thing. It definitely has the right look of the place. What are these blue lines? I'm trying to figure out what these blue lines are. I wonder if they're like some sort of fast travel type thing. Just realized that. Some of them good places look like they should be accessible. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call this there, folks. Because, clearly not really set up well for battle here. And we've keep getting beaten badly. But I see what they're doing, I think, and I like it. I definitely want to explore more. Do kind of wish I could better understand where I was on the map. I wish I had like just a, just at least show me where I am on the map, so I can get an idea. Okay, I like the design of the map; it looks cool, but I need a better way of knowing where I am. I'm so lost right now. The best I can come up with is that I'm definitely here, or at least I'm pretty sure I'm here. Either that, because I thought I was up here at first, because that looks like the kind of palisade, but there's no town and no bridges, so it's got to be here. Which unfortunately means my shortest route's going to be through this area that's just filled with troglodytes. I don't really want to deal with the troglodytes. To get up to here. So, anyways, thank you all for joining me. This has been Thalan McRom playing some Outward 2. Seeing how it is. And it's interesting. I kind of like it. I'm definitely going to have to learn more about it. Figure more out. But I hope we'll catch you all on the next one. And thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been wonderful having you all. Come on, streaming suffer. Not sure.